This is the Meerkat in with Grok Trade and free online tradingeducation.com. This time it is Memorial Day weekend, where we honor those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms. Let's never forget that. Alright, let's talk about a trade that we had in the GrokStar Trading Room this morning, and it was on BIG, B-I-G, and it is here at opening, and it was falling. It opened up at over 12%, and then it was falling, and it was sitting here right on the $48 amount. Now, this is a descending triangle it was forming, which is bearish. The markets were actually running up at the time. We want to know more about what a descending triangle is. You can go to our site, free online tradingeducation.com, and then we can go right here to Chart School, and it's free, and look for patterns. And this is a descending triangle, which is over here on the bearish chart patterns right here. We click on it, and this shows us it is a line of support, $48 in this case, and it's getting tighter and tighter here. Now that's the initial formation that I saw, and by the way, here's some examples of it, what it looks like in daily charts, and here's some from day trading charts down below here in the black. That's what I initially saw, but then what things started to change. If you notice that, if we draw this correctly, we're going to connect it to this low here. I'm sorry, right too far off there, and to that low and that low there. Now it's forming a falling wedge, which is bullish, and the markets were bullish. So I'm starting to pay attention to that, and let's say now you're starting to set up a trade to go long. And what happened here is we're starting to get a higher swing low here as it's turning around. And so as it did that, I went ahead and I set up a trade here as it began to break out. Actually, this line would now be up to here, and I set the trade, and boom, there it went. And I am now long here on BIG at 48.66. Yeah, this ran up real quickly, didn't get as best fill as I could have, but hey, we're in. So what happened was this was a falling wedge, and that became a symmetrical triangle, and it broke out from there, and I got in once it broke that 20 moving average. So now I'm in, and I'm going to set a stop right down here at about 1% or a little bit less underneath this 20 moving average here. Let's see what happened next. Bam, boom, boom. Now it's right here. It pulled back here, the 20 moving average area, and started to roll up here again. And these are some lines on here from when I was actually trading this morning. And now it's in this tight range here for a while. Again, 48 was solid support, but now I've got to stop here. I'm going to pull my stop up underneath this 20 moving average here at about 48.50. It's a tight stop, not quite in the money yet. And here we go. Look at this. So now it's hitting $49. That can't seem to exceed the $49 area after support at 48. Not unusual, right? Going to bring my stop up here to break even now. It's been here a long time, and if I can get out of this without any cost, it's called a zero risk trade. Let's keep going here, and now let's actually stretch this out a little bit now, so you can just see these formations a little bit better. And then all of a sudden, boom, it popped right out above $49. Cool. So this 20 moving average right there, I'm going to pull this stop up right to it, because you see it keeps coming down near it, but it doesn't close below it. So I'm putting my stop here. I'm now in the money, zero risk trade, guaranteed winning trade. Love it when that happens. And now it's facing here. He keeps hitting its head on this amount. Don't know why, that particular amount. And so again, we're keeping our stop along this 20 moving average. So again, even more in the money now. I'm right here at the $49. I'll put it just below $49 as a shield here. Could bounce off of that. And boom, it just broke out from this. And so we have one high base, or an ascending triangle here. Another, I guess this could be an ascending triangle as well, breaking out from a major line of resistance with a little bit increased volume down here. And again, this is a nice patience trade here. Now it's at the 200 moving average, hitting its head up here. I'm going to bring my stop up to this 20 moving average here. Don't know if it's going to have enough oomph to get through that 200 moving average, or if it's going to roll back down. Either way, I'm going to have some money in this trade, and bam, there it goes. Look at that, pierced all the way down here, almost to $49. So it dropped over 1% here in 2 candles. Stopped me out at $49.20 for 1.1% in 42 minutes. So this was an interesting trade in that we had one formation which was bearish, then it turned into a bullish formation, and then a symmetrical triangle which could go either way before I actually entered the trade. And then once I was in the trade, it formed an ascending triangle, 1, 2, and it popped up there, and then it was support here for a little while, which was once resistance, could now be support, just pierced down. Let's see what happened after this. And sure enough, that ended up being a support area for it. It just pierced down too low to stop me out. That's okay. I'm real happy with my 1.1%. Well, this is Mark the Meerkat. Hey, just remember that the most successful traders in the world are obsessed with protecting their capital and controlling risk. Today, you become one of those traders. Have a great long weekend and trade well.